Reasons of you're tired and headache all the time. While lack of sleep can be a major cause of headaches and persistent fatigue, it's not the only culprit. In fact, there are many factors that can contribute to blurry days, lightheadedness, and exhausting nights. The following reason makes you always feel headache, tired. Here are some of the biggest medical and lifestyle reasons you might be tired and headache all the time. 1. You have anemia. Anemia is a blood disorder that occurs when there aren't enough healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen from your lungs to your cells and tissues. Although some forms of anemia are hereditary, the most common form is iron deficiency anemia, which can occur when someone doesn't eat enough iron in his or her diet. The biggest symptom is fatigue, along with headaches, weakness, and dizziness. Fortunately, iron deficiency anemia is easily treated with iron supplements and diet changes. 2. You're depressed. Depression, which affects 350 million people worldwide, is a mental illness that's linked to a number of genetic and environmental factors, including a family history of mental illness, poor diet, and lack of exercise. Although overwhelming sadness lasting longer than 2 weeks is a major symptom of depression, this mental disorder also affects people physically. People who are depressed have increased fatigue, prone to headaches, and trouble sleeping. 3. You have diabetes. People with type 2 diabetes don't use glucose properly, leading to sugar building up in the blood instead of being used for energy. Chronic tiredness and frequent headaches are among the first indicators that someone might have diabetes, along with being thirsty all the time, hunger, and frequent urination. Visit your doctor to get your blood sugar levels tested with a fasting plasma glucose test or an oral glucose tolerance test. 4. You have an underactive thyroid. Your thyroid, the butterfly-shaped gland in your neck, secretes 2 major hormones that control major bodily functions and organs. From regulating body temperature to managing the heart and brain, your thyroid plays a big role in maintaining good health. So when your thyroid doesn't work properly, it throws your hormones out of whack. Chronic fatigue is one of the 10 signs you have an underactive thyroid, along with weight gain, high cholesterol, and headaches also happen often. 5. You're not drinking enough water. If you find yourself constantly tired, dizzy mind and reaching for yet another coffee or soda for a pick-me-up, stop. Your body might actually need more replenishing water than caffeine to stay alert. Dehydration can quickly sap a person of energy and have us reaching for food and often caffeinated beverages. Instead, pour yourself a glass of water and be sure you're drinking at least 64 ounces a day. Reaching for detox water to keep you sipping all day long. Choosing foods such as citrus, frozen berries, cucumbers, and fresh herbs can add a burst of flavor to water and release some of the nutritional benefits within those foods while providing hydration and therefore sustained energy. 6. You don't get enough vitamins and nutrients and essential minerals for the body from your diet. You don't get enough vitamins and nutrients. If you're loading up on nutrient-light junk food to keep your energy levels up during the day, you're doing yourself a disservice. Insufficient iron, B12, and folate levels will result in fatigue as your body needs these nutrients for energy metabolism. You're not eating enough calories and carbs. You should be getting your carbohydrates from complex sources, such as whole grains, vegetables, and fruit. Recommends carbs make up 45 to 65% of your daily calorie intake. That's somewhere between 100 and 200 grams, depending on your caloric needs. Otherwise, you could find yourself feeling tired, sluggish, and irritable. Not only will cutting calories leave you feeling sluggish, dizziness, but it will also slow down your metabolism and sabotage your weight loss efforts. You should never drop below 1,200 calories a day. For people who lead more active lifestyles, that number should be closer to 1,500 to 1,800 a day. 7. You take certain medications. While some prescription medications can be true lifesavers, some of those pills your doctor prescribed could be the reason behind your frequent exhaustion. Medications like antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications, painkillers, and even stimulant medications to treat ADHD can either make you tired or contribute to poor sleep, making it difficult to wake feeling well rested. 8. You have sleep apnea. Sleep apnea, a condition in which you suddenly stop breathing during sleep, can be a major contributor to fatigue during daylight hours, too. And while there are some factors you can control when it comes to sleep apnea, like shedding excess weight, the condition is also associated with those you can't control, including age, sex, hypothyroidism, and jaw shape. The good news? According to the results of a study published in the journal Sleep, using a CPAP machine significantly reduced fatigue among those with sleep apnea. 9. You have hypersomnia. Oversleeping may be a sign of hypersomnia, a chronic neurological condition where you're tired no matter how much sleep you get. You may have this condition if you're tired and dizzy mind during the day no matter how much sleep you get at night. The condition usually crops up in adolescence or early adulthood and can seriously affect sleep quality, as well as your ability to function during the day. 10. Hypersomnia or consuming too much caffeine and stimulants. Are you relying too much on caffeine and other stimulants? Caffeine has a long half-life, meaning once you have had food or drink containing caffeine, it stays in your system for a long time. In fact, for the average person, roughly 6 hours after having caffeine there will still be half the amount of caffeine in your system as there was when you first had the drink. What this means is that when you go to bed, even if it has been hours since you had caffeine, there can still be some hanging around in your system. This won't necessarily stop you from going to sleep, but it can affect the quality of your sleep and prevent you from getting the deep sleep you need to feel rested and to recover adequately. If caffeine is affecting your sleep, aim to have your caffeine in the earlier part of the day. And you should not drink more than 1 to 2 glasses per day. Fast and safe ways to get an energetic body. 1. Full breakfast. A nourishing breakfast can improve both mental and physical performance for the entire day. So if you often have the brain fuzzies by 10 a.m., try taking just a few minutes to make a healthy breakfast before heading out in the morning. Start with protein. Swap jam or Marmite on toast for more satisfying choices such as half a cup of low-fat Greek-style yogurt on untoasted muesli, or a poached egg on whole-grain toast. No time to sit down? Blitz a banana, kiwi fruit, oats and plain yogurt with milk for a fiber-packed smoothie on the go. Ditch the quick fixes. It's easy to grab a muffin with your takeaway coffee, but the refined carbs will leave you hungry again very quickly. 2. Eat carbs for a long time. Carbs are important. They are our primary source of fuel. For long-lasting energy, eat carbs that are broken down slowly. These low GI carbs include high-fiber foods such as whole-grain bread, oats, brown rice, lentils and beans, and wholemeal pasta. Include these at every meal. Measure it out. Use a measuring cup to get it right. A healthy portion of cooked rice or small pasta, such as risotto, for a moderately active female is around half a cup. On the pulse. Add more beans and legumes, such as chickpeas and lentils, to your meals. They're rich in satisfying protein and fiber, so you'll be full of beans. Go for grains. Choosing the best bread and crackers for long-lasting energy can be tricky, but let your eyes guide you. Look for dark, visible grains. 3. Get enough iron. More than 10% of women up to 50 years old show signs of iron deficiency, which can leave you feeling tired and lethargic. It can also mean you're more likely to get sick. So if you're feeling run down, it might be worth seeing your doctor to check your iron levels. Younger women are at higher risk of iron deficiency due to blood loss during menstruation. They also have higher iron needs during pregnancy and breastfeeding. Bolster your iron stores by eating iron-rich foods such as lean meat, poultry and fish. Eggs, tofu, legumes and spinach are good vegetarian sources of iron. Maximize iron absorption. Eating foods high in iron with vitamin C-rich foods, for example, lentils with vitamin C-rich kumara, helps the body to absorb iron. Cut the fat. Choose lean cuts of red meat, and trim all visible fat to reduce your saturated fat intake. Time your caffeine. Tea and coffee decrease the iron your body absorbs, so try not to drink them at mealtimes. 4. Smart snack. When you need to snack, give the chalky biscuits a swerve and reach for foods that add nutrition to your day and stave off the hunger pangs for longer. Chocolate at your desk is not the answer to a 3 p.m. energy slump. A quick walk, preferably outside, but even around the office, will be more energizing. Rather than relying on vending machines at work, bring healthy snacks with you. Eat within 30 minutes after exercising to help your body recover. Choose a combination of protein and carbs, such as a fruit and yogurt smoothie, peanut butter on toast, or a couple of crackers with cheese. Emergency drawer. If you work in an office, it's easy to stash healthy snacks such as nuts and high-fiber nut or muesli bars in your desk drawer. Learn portions. Divide your food into individual portions so you don't overeat at snack time. Pop 30 grams, about 2 tablespoons, of nuts into Ziploc bags, and divide large tubs of yogurt by spooning them into small half-cup containers. Munch and chew. Crunchy veg sticks and fresh fruit, such as apples, are satisfying choices and require some chewing time. Research shows that chewing more can help you eat less. 5. Drink enough water. Staying hydrated during exercise is important for an athlete's performance and health. New research has found even very low levels of dehydration can affect mental performance. Dehydration is a key cause of exhaustion because when we're dehydrated, our blood thickens and it can't supply optimum energy to our brain and body, so we feel sluggish and tired. It's important, therefore, that we drink enough water, about 8 to 10 cups, throughout the day in order to stay properly hydrated. We need more when it's hot or when exercising. While serious sportspeople use sports drinks to rehydrate themselves, these really aren't necessary for the average Joe. Unless you're exercising intensely for 90 minutes or more, plain water is sufficient to rehydrate, and even then it may be all you need. Water doesn't have the kilojoules of sugary sports drinks. Bottoms up. Keep a water bottle with you at all times. Go for a large one, 750 to 1000 milliliters, and set a goal to top it up 2 to 3 times a day. For the good of your teeth, don't swish it around, diluting saliva. Just swallow it. Thirst versus hunger. It's common to confuse hunger with thirst. So before you reach for a snack, drink a large glass of water and wait 10 minutes to see if you're truly hungry. Sweet twist. Don't like drinking plain water? Add flavor with a twist of lemon or a sprig of mint, or sip on a refreshing herbal tea. 6. Fat force. Fat has gotten a bad rap, too, but it's one that's not entirely undeserved. Bad fats are associated with heart disease, some types of cancer, and some chronic illnesses. The right types of fat, however, are a concentrated source of energy. Saturated fat, found in foods like meat, butter, lard, and cream, and trans fat, found in baked goods, snack foods, fried foods, and margarines, have been shown to increase the risk for heart disease. Replacing saturated and trans fat in your diet with unsaturated fat, found in foods like olive oil, avocados, nuts, and canola oil, has been shown to decrease the risk of developing heart disease. In order to strike the right balance, choose polyunsaturated fats such as vegetable oils and seafood and monounsaturated fats such as olive oil, nuts, and seeds. The unsaturated variety can help lower bad LDL cholesterol. 7. Protein power. Fats and carbohydrates may supply the body with energy, but protein helps regulate the release of that power. Protein maintains cells, assists in growth, transports hormones and vitamins, and preserves lean muscle mass. Muscles and many hormones are, in fact, made up of protein. You need proteins for your immune system. So replenishing your body's source of the nutrient is very important. Good sources of protein include meat, poultry, fish, eggs, beans, nuts, soy, and low-fat dairy products. When you eat these types of foods, your body breaks down the protein that they contain into amino acids, the building blocks of proteins. Some amino acids are essential, which means that you need to get them from your diet, and others are non-essential, which means that your body can make them. In diets where the body does not get its usual fuel of carbohydrates and fat, protein provides the body energy. 8. Eat, sleep. Repeat. One of the secrets to success is a good night's sleep. Sleep is hugely important for our recovery, both physically and mentally. Studies show having poor sleep affects the way we make split-second decisions and our concentration, as well as mood. We also know that a lack of sleep can strongly impact on the way we eat the following day, steering us towards high-fat, high-sugar choices which can lead to weight gain. So to stay on top of your game, aim to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Cut the coffee. Caffeine stays in our system for up to 10 hours, and has a half-life of more than 5 hours, so avoid afternoon or evening coffees that can leave you feeling buzzed late at night. Power down. Avoid using electronic devices such as laptops, TVs and mobile phones an hour before going to bed as it can make falling asleep harder. Instead, dim the lights and read a book. Be consistent. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time each day. Research shows that this helps to avoid daytime sleepiness. Memorize. Make a move. Get moving for at least 30 minutes a day. Even when you're tired and exercise is the last thing on your mind, it can actually make you feel more energized. Getting active gets your blood pumping, releases feel-good endorphins and lowers the stress hormone, cortisol. It can also improve your sleep. Wish you always have a very healthy body and full of energy.